Hey, what's up? Serena Pia here from thriftdiving.com. And in my previous video, I showed you this really pretty vanity makeover from the thrift store. And you guys love it. I love it. Thank you so much for all the compliments. But the thing that I really loved, and you've been giving me great positive feedback, is that you love the patchwork look of the scrapbook paper inside. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to line your drawers with scrapbook paper and make it look nice and crisp. So let's talk about materials. You will need some Mod Podge, some scrapbook paper, scissors, and don't forget you're going to need some sandpaper, some 220 grit sandpaper. Okay, so remove your drawers and you're going to want to pull off the pieces of paper and test fit them. Now you'll see here that my drawer is a little curved, and so I can't put a square piece of paper against something that's curved. It's just not going to look good. So what I did was laid the paper straight on top of the curve and just created that curve with my finger, and then use some scissors to cut it out. And surprisingly, when I went to test fit the paper, it actually fit. There was no gaps there. So, I love when little things like that just come together and just work. So I picked out all the papers that I wanted. I had probably about 2 different packs of floral paper, and I just chose different pretty ones that had some pink in it and took a picture of it with my phone. That way I could remember what it looked like. So I put all that away and decided, you know what, let's paint the back of the drawer, or I should say the front of the drawer, the front back of the drawer with some chalk paint, and then we can go ahead and lay the paper. Now, if you have a large drawer, don't put all the Mod Podge in there at once. This is a small drawer, so I can put the Mod Podge. It's not going to dry. But if you have a large drawer, just do in sections, just work in sections. Cover the back of the paper as well. It just helps you get a really good adhesion there between the paper and the drawer. Once the paper's dried, you're going to want to use a brayer or maybe a credit card or something to get those loose bubbles out of there. And then you'll put a coat over top of the paper. Now, you don't have to put the coat right now. You can wait until all the sides are done. It doesn't matter, but I just did it that way. You'll do the sides the exact same way, lay the glue, put the glue on the back of the paper, and add the paper, and then just use the brayer and get out those bubbles. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, you'll notice here that the paper is a little longer than the drawer. And see, that's the key. That is the key to getting a really good fit. You're not going to try to measure the drawer and cut the paper to the exact size. You don't have to do any of that. You'll notice that my paper is about 1/4 inch to maybe about 1/2 inch longer than the drawer. And that's what we want because we are going to use some sandpaper to sand it off. So let's move on to the next step. That was really freaky, right? The way I slowed that down. But I wanted to show you how you have to hold that sandpaper at a 45-degree angle on the edge of that drawer, and it essentially just cuts it off right at that spot. That just makes it look crisp and clean, and then follow it up with a coat of Mod Podge to help seal that area off, and you're left with this beautiful piece of furniture, this beautiful drawer. So I decided to do the inside the exact same way. This was kind of last minute as well because I didn't even plan to do the inside. I thought I was only going to do the drawers, but like my son said, go big or go home, and that's what I did. Most furniture from the thrift stores, it's going to look like this on the inside. It's not going to be pretty, but when you add your own scrapbook paper, you line these drawers and complete that edge looking crisp and clean, it looks well finished. And this is what it looked like before. And now it just looks like this amazing piece of furniture. And when you open that top and you open those drawers, there's this fun aspect of this piece that I really enjoyed doing it. And I can't wait to use it. I am using this baby. And so get some scrapbook paper, try it on your next project. And if you have any questions, let me know. Be sure to check out the blog post for the materials list and to also, answer any questions or ask any questions that you have, and subscribe to Thrift Diving. I will send you ebooks and printables and checklists as a thank you for subscribing. And be sure to go back to the blog and check out my other videos and my other projects. I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching.